Hi, mamas. I hope that my camera survives the wind that is happening. Okay, so today for core, we are gonna start off in a bear position. We're gonna do something called a switch through, which is something that they do in animal flow. So if your wrists do not like this movement, I want you to practice an elevated forearm plank. Okay, the other option is you can roll the end of your mat up. It's not always the nicest, but it's an easy solution, and just elevate the wrist. Sometimes just elevating the heel of the hand can sort of take the pressure off like any pain that you might feel down the thumb. Okay, so we're gonna start off today just by breathing. So we're gonna inhale. Make sure that your knees are directly underneath the hips and the shoulders are stacked right on top of the wrists. Spread the fingertips. Inhale, just allow the belly to relax. Allow the pelvic floor to relax. Exhale, lift through the pelvic floor. Imagine zipping up through anus, vagina, urethra, back, middle, and front, all the way to the belly button, and then draw the belly in. Inhale, totally relax. Exhale, lift through the pelvic floor, back, middle, front, drawing that low belly in. Nothing is changing in the spine. The spine remains the same. It's just the belly relaxing. And then we lift through the pelvic floor muscles. We exhale. We draw everything back up and in. Okay. From there, we're just going to take pressure into the core. So tucking the toes. Keep that belly engaged. Lift the knees. Practice holding pressure onto the core. If for whatever reason, like you feel like you can't sustain this, hopefully you've gained a bit of strength over the weeks, but we want to be able to do this, but maintain good breathing. From there, I'm going to shift everything. So I'm going to take the weight into my right hand. My left knee is going to, my left toes are going to stay. I'm going to take my left hand off, and then I'm going to pull the right leg through. Sometimes you can do it to the side, whichever works best for you. And then I'm going to bring everything back in. We're going to do the same on the opposite side. So left hand stays, right leg lifts, right toes, and then left hand goes through. Okay, so we're just going to the side. And then when we're doing these switches, we're trying to come back to this all fours position. So we don't want to be back here. Okay? Okay, so inhale, totally relax the tummy. Exhale, lift through the pelvic floor, draw the belly in, tucking the toes, lifting up. We're going to go for our switches. So keeping that belly engaged. We're going to switch. We're going to switch. We're going to switch. We're going to switch. So we're trying to do this with as much control as possible, and then returning to that all fours position. So I'm slightly, remember those like finger pads? So I've got slight grip on the floor. And then as I'm coming through, I'm opening the chest so I don't feel any weird shoulder impingement. Opening the chest, working on balance. We've got a couple more either side. Opening and opening. Good, rest. So a common one with that is sometimes people can feel pubic pain as they move through, and it's because the adductors are a little bit weak. So what we're going to do in between is we're going to help strengthen. So as you take your rest, we're going to do that exercise where we're side lying through the core. Top leg is going to come over. We're extending bottom leg out and then lifting up as much as we can. We're going to try and hold and then come down, lifting up. I am on the most uncomfortable floor. And then come down. It's also a gorgeous day, and everyone has decided to take a nice little rest. Coming down, lifting up, coming down. You can also do this just lying on the floor like lazy girl, booty bird style. Good, let's do 3 more. Lifting up, flex the foot, controlling down. 2 more, flex and control. Nice, last one, flex and control. Good, okay, swapping sides. Adductors. So staying lifted, bottom leg is doing the work. Top leg comes out in front, flex and lift. As high as you can, keeping the core strong. Good. Flex, lift, and hold. Flex, lift, and hold. Good. Flex, lift, and hold. 2 more reps, see if you can get the foot a little bit higher. Nice, last one. Flex, lift, and hold. Beautiful stuff. Okay, coming into level 1 of bicycle crunch. So we're starting from a slightly tucked position, lift through the pelvic floor and core, and then from here we're just lifting one leg up and you're trying to rotate, try and touch. Come back to the center, exhale, rotate and touch. So if this feels quite easy for you, you can tuck and curl a little bit more. I'm just gonna avoid it because I'm on the worst floor possible. It's lots of little rocks. And then focusing on that exhale, to rotate, rotate. And then so you're trying to look down towards the midline. And if you notice any doming or coning throughout, it's not a bad thing. You don't have to be worried. But what I want you to do is try and control that pressure as you rotate. So as you rotate, think about drawing the pelvic floor muscles in. Think about drawing the belly in. Rotate. And then when we get to round 2, we're going to take it to the floor. Good, last 2 and 1. Hopefully your ribcage feels it a little. Okie dokie, coming onto forearms, we're going to do your plank jacks. So remember, this is when we're in that forearm plank. So you have 2 options. You can step it out, or you can give me jumping. Okay, I'm going to do step outs for the first round and then jumping for the second. Off we go. So when we're doing this, we're trying to keep that core engaged and those hips as low as possible. And then we're trying to keep the shoulders pressed up, ribs towards hips. Good. Final couple. And rest. Whew. The last one is going to be a variation of our swims. So for this one, face is flat on the floor. We're just going to inhale, relax the tummy, exhale, draw the belly away from the mat. We're going to lift our right arm, left leg, lift the face off of the floor, keep looking down, and then control back down. Then we're swapping, inhale, exhale, lift the belly away from the mat, lift as high as you can, and then come back down. Keep alternating for me. And then as you're doing this, I want you to really think that it's coming from the glute and the shoulder and the core, and you're not just arching through the lower back to get this. So this is round 1. This is the progression. And then for round 2, we're going to make it a little bit harder. So when you're doing this, people with poor shoulder mobility, which is typically moms who stay rounded, you know, close to the floor, close to their kids a lot, maybe carrying, maybe breastfeeding. So what you're trying to do is try and get that arm and that glute as high as possible without allowing the belly to relax. Okay, alternating swims. And then on the second round, we're not going to rest down in between. We're just going to keep alternating, staying as lifted as possible. Good, rest. Okay, back to our switches. Okay. All fours position, relax the tummy, engage through the pelvic floor, lift the core, lift the knees, and then from there we're switching through. So I'm going to keep the weight in my right hand, left toe, switch through, stay off the floor. Back to that rounded position, exhale, switch through. Switch through, she's good. Switch through. Switch through, trying to keep, ooh, good balance, good core. Switch through. Switch through. Switch through. So shoulder stability, core, balance. All right, almost done. Couple more switches, either side. Opening that chest. 3, 2, last one. Good stuff. All right, coming down to lie on your back. Oh, awesome, I've got the sun in my eyes. So, option number 2 is our bicycle crunch. So depending on where you are at in your core rehab, we're gonna tuck the rib cage down, hips up towards the ribs. We're gonna come up. So you have 2 options. You can be here like this, really focusing on the rotation, or you can do it with an extended leg. So we're coming up, we're exhaling, extend, extend. All right, you go as fast or as slow as you need to. I'm focusing more on the mind-muscle connection as opposed to just going really fast. Focusing on that nice big exhale. Little bit of doming is okay as long as it's soft. It just looks like air. All right, final 10. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Plank jacks. Okay, to your forearm. So you have the option to go out and in 20 times, or we're just gonna go for 10 plank jacks. So engage the core. Try and keep shoulders over the elbows. Off we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done, my mums. Okay, prone swims. This time we're gonna try and squeeze the legs together, lift up, and then from here we're staying up. We're not returning down. So our neutral, opposite arm, our neutral position, opposite arm. Our neutral position is the up, thinking that it's coming from the core, not the lower back. One more, other side. Oh yeah. Whew. This heat is getting to me. Okay, let's go for your switches. Engage the core. Off we go. Ooh, so much better not on the mat. Let's see if we can pick up the pace a little. Okay, almost done. One more. Either side. And rest. Whew. Choose your variation. Okay. Forearm plank position. Extending out. Off we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh man. Okay. Okay, last one. So we are going to be doing your swims, but this time we're going to do it with a W. So if you can, You're going to take the feet off. If you can't, keep the feet on the floor, but squeeze the glutes. We're going to extend up, do our W, come back down, or feet are off. We're lifting up, W, out. W, keep the core tight. Keep going. Choose your variation. So we're thinking about core strength and then the whole back doing the work. One more. Rest. Alrighty. Let's go for your bicycle crunches. So keeping that rib cage down. Lifting up. Focusing on trying to get the rib towards the hip. Ten more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Absolutely hate those. Okay, well done. You shelled up. You showed up. And I'm really proud of you. I will see you tomorrow.